Hi, it's Grandmama Doris. Thank you so much for watching. I got a couple of verses I would got picked out for today, and the topic is why the left is so hard on us. Us Christians, we take a beating. They just don't seem to be so hard on all the other religions. You know, I'm on Twitter, and every time I say anything religious, anything about Jesus, anything about God, the paid shields, the liberals that they pay to keep people away from Christianity just tear me apart. They're like piranhas. But I know they're paid by the Democrat Party to keep people away from Christianity, to keep people away from learning the truth. And I understand that and I think that's why, because the liberal left beats us down so bad, but in a backhanded way. They would never want to let you know they do that, but in a backhanded way, they just beat Christianity into the ground. And I found a few verses that I wanted to read on the subject. If you do know why they do that to us and not to other religions, let me know down in the comments. I figured out the other day how to use those. I like it. I was like, wow, I can talk back. Most women do. Just kidding. But I picked out 3 little verses to read. Thank you so much for watching and reading with me. The first one is a footnote in the study Bible, so it's probably not going to be in your regular Bible, but I found this and I found it fitting for the video, because I've been trying to put this video together for a few days, but I can't figure out why they do us like that. So like I said, let me know. But I found this in the sideline of my study Bible. And it says, youth is a time filled with potential. Every hour of it trembles with your destiny. And it would be tragic to twist and warp a life so soon begun. For its information, it should be given to God, like clay is given to a potter, for his own shaping and molding. The scriptures bear out this suggestion. Unless real quality is ingrained in youth's fiber, the years will expose them as ordinary stuff. Like cheap clothes assumes a different shape after you wash it. And I really believe that. I believe that with all my heart. I was raised up in a non-Christian home. My father is a pedophile, and he did things to me for 12 years of my childhood, and that affected my whole life. I didn't turn to God till I was 50. I didn't know much about God. Nobody never told me anything. And Lord forbid I wanted to go to church. When everybody was around, it would be okay, but then behind everybody's back, my father would, you might get too in deep, he would never let me really go. He might let me go to one Bible study where we make something out of toothpicks or something. So I had no knowledge, and like I said, once I started learning, I acquired this amazing hunger, thirst for the knowledge. I couldn't buy enough books. I couldn't see enough videos on YouTube on Christianity. I couldn't get enough. And it hits hard. And I'm talking too much. And the next one I want to read is in 1 Corinthians. And this is chapter 6, verse 15. Do you know that your bodies are members of Christ? Shall I then take the members of Christ and make them into members of a harlot? Certainly not. Or do you not know that he who is joined to a harlot is one body with her? For the two, he says, shall become one flesh. But he who is joined to the Lord is one spirit with him. And 18 says explicitly, flee sexual immorality. Flee it. Flee sexual immorality. It says it right there. That's why the liberals don't want us talking to their people. It tells you exactly what it is. And I'm going to explain something here. Every sin that a man does is outside of his body, which means any other sin that you could commit. It don't defile yourself. It don't defile your body. That's the one sin that defiles your body. And in a minute, I'm going to read you another verse, and I'm going to explain why that is. And I'm going to give you two dots to connect here. You not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, who is in you. So when you participate in all this stuff, you are not only defiling yourself, but Jesus Christ. But that's not what I wanted to put together for you. I got one more. I'm sorry, I'm probably taking too much time. But that's not the one I want to read. This one is Leviticus 18. And it is verse 22. And this is the other dot to connect. You shall not lie with a male as a woman. It is an abomination. It says it plain as day, but that's not what you got to connect. Nor shall you mate with any animal to defile yourself with it. Nor shall any woman stand before an animal and mate with it. It is a perversion. Okay, now, what I want to put together is, I want people to notice that he puts all the sexual immorality in the same bowl, in the same pile, in the same box. So, if you're out here doing what the left is pushing people, young people to do, then you're exactly the same as a person who mates with a dog or a pig or a cow or whatever. And that's the connection that I put together. I was like, wow. And that's what they're pushing on our children right there. So I was really upset. I was like, wow, that's the first time I've ever found this in the Bible. But like I said, I grew up not knowing the Bible. And I'm so glad I do now. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, comments. Thank you.